I will tell you 3 ways to wire the feedback wires in the AC blower or fan motor. Making the motor run properly, they all are easy, but it will depend on you which method you prefer to make the wiring connection of the feedback wires of the new motor when installing in the control board. You will see a diagram made on the motor. If the diagram is not present on your motor you are installing, then you will have to use the second method, which I will explain to you in a while. If the diagram is present, then the feedback has 3 wires. FG is written with these wires: the brown, yellow, and gray. The brown wire is the ground. Yellow is the VCC wire, which means 5 volts should be passing through this wire. Gray is the Vout, which means the motor will generate feedback voltages, and in the form of pulses will give signals to the microcontroller. So first of all you will have to understand this in the blower motor you own. Now if you know in the control board connector which pin is the 5 volts pin, which is the ground pin, and which is the Vout pin, then you will have to remove the wire from its connector, or cut the wire and join it with the correct wires. This way you will easily be able to join the correct feedback wire in the feedback connector of the blower motor. Now the second method is that if no diagram is made on the blower motor, and you want to find what wire is VCC, ground, and Vout, then open the motor from the back side. The motor easily opens from the back, as I pulled it out using a screwdriver. You will see a board beneath the motor. Separate the PCB from the motor, and always it is written on the PCB. You can see VCC and out is written on the side of the PCB. And the ground is the center wire. And this is the second method through which you can find the feedback wire connection for the blower motor. A sensor is installed in the motor which generates the signals. Other than this, a magnet is installed in it which creates pulses and then passes through this IC or sensor. This IC, after creating pulses, sends that signals towards the microcontroller. And this is how, after finding the proper position of the feedback wires, you can easily connect it to the control board. Now I will tell you the third and the most easier method of finding the feedback or PG wire connections. So you don't know anything about the wires of the feedback wires. And you didn't know the connections of the feedback wire in the motherboard too. You will have to cut the connector. As I already have cut the connector, and the connections of the wires are not made correctly. Let me tell you theoretically what position of the wires will be made. As we have 3 wires, yellow, gray and brown. Between these 3 wires, every wire will have 2 combinations each. 3 multiplied 2 is equal to 6. And 6 wiring combinations will be made overall. I will try these 6 combinations. And how will we do it? Let me tell you that. If feedback wires are not working by attaching them with the same color code. Now I will make a common point. As I will join the brown and the yellow wires together. I am telling you how to make these combinations. The yellow and the brown wire for now is the common wire. Now I will join any 2 next 2 wires together whether they are the same color or not. And I am also joining the next remaining wires together. I have made the first combination now. And the motor is not sending the feedback to the microcontroller and not working fine. Then I will disconnect these 2 wires and leave the common wire brown and yellow as it is. Now I will join the other brown and yellow wires together. And then the next 2 wires. This is the second combination for finding the proper connection for the feedback wires. If it's still not working fine, then disconnect all the connections. And I have made this wire as common. In your case it could be a different wire. You have to remember it which wire you had already made common with each other. Now I will attach the yellow wire to the gray wire. The brown with brown. The gray with yellow. And this is how it is the third combination. If this wire is still not working, then attach yellow with brown wire. And yellow with gray. Now this is the fourth combination. And the fifth and sixth combination you will try yourself. If the motor does not work on all the combinations you already tried, one combination will for sure match the pins of the feedback in the control board connector. After that the motor will generate the feedback correctly and pass it through the correct pin towards the microcontroller. And no problem will be shown on the display of the motherboard. Now there is another method as well to find the correct feedback wires. You can consider it as a bonus tip. You will have to open the motor from the back, also you will have to open the old motor, which you are replacing with. You will see on the board what wires are the VCC, ground, and the V-out. You will match both connections together. And without cutting the wire, the work will be done. You will just need to remove the wire from the connector and place them on their appropriate sides. A technical person can easily do this. It is not rocket science, as a normal person will be able to understand it, which wire will be connected with which wire. And you can use any method which is suitable for you to connect the proper feedback wires of the new blower motor and the motherboard connector. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos. And subscribe. Thank you.